Tonight we're going to be reviewing skin. So this is part 2 on skin. We've gone through a lot of anti-aging things over the last few months, and we had a few requests to revisit skin. And then the people who may have gotten some sun damage, age spots, melasma, or just brown spots during the summer want to know, what can we do to make that go away now that we're approaching fall? It's not so hot outside. We're not in direct sun on the beach as much. So what can we do? Well, the first thing I want to tell you about is never let go sunscreen. We will need to be showing sunscreen tonight. So the important things about sunscreen as that literature comes forward is that some of the products I've been talking about for years and saying please don't use are finally coming to fruition, so that we are knowing now that they cause skin cancer. That's your oxybenzone, octreonate, homoxylate. You'll see these not only in your products at the drugstore or at the beauty counters in the mall, you'll also see them in some very high-end products as well. And I won't name those products, but if you just check your ingredients out, when you turn to your active ingredients in your back, the only thing that you should see is titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. Those are the 2 ingredients that are proven to prevent cancer, turn back aging, and block from those awful sun rays. And did you know, yes, sunscreen is still important as we go into fall. Why? Because even if it's glare outside, you're still getting radiation from the sun, damaging radiation. And your skin is too wonderful and beautiful to let those damaging rays affect you. So please keep wearing your sunscreen. Did you know just driving in a car through the window, or if you're reading something, a newspaper or a magazine or your computer near a window in your home or office, you're getting radiation from the sun as well. And it's all damaging your skin. So please continue your sunscreen. You want to find a pure mineral sunscreen. This is ours, Dr. Burkenstock Skin Body Health. It has titanium dioxide, zinc oxide, and a mild tint. So it's so light of a tint, it's just enough to block out the white. That's why people kind of got away from zinc and titanium over the years, because of the whiteness, the bright white opaqueness of those sunscreens. But they were always the best. They were always the only one that blocked for cancer. So now that we've put a mild tint, and some other products have as well, anyone, a light-skinned person can use it and not be too dark. A darker person, it will just blend in with their natural skin tones and be neutral, or but it's just a beautiful product. And please don't use ones with the oxybenzone, octreonate, homoxylate, because those are very damaging to the skin. So this product is going to be 10% off through the holidays. We want to encourage people to continue using your sunscreen because it's just that important. So I've often been asked, what are something like the basic core 4 that I could use on my skin? Because when I go and get an evaluation or a consultation, they're giving me 10 or 11 different products, and use these 3 at night, and these 7 in the afternoon, and these 4 at night before bed, and it's just too much. So, you know, I do love different products, and I do love layering of products, and I think a lot of them are very essential. But if for somebody that wanted a simplistic version, as we went into on our last webinar, I would do a rose hip seed cleanser made with rose petals. I would then use the alpha exfoliant. This is great for mature skin. Now, if someone had rosacea, acne-prone skin, or very young, sort of oily skin, or more dewy skin, I would use our beta salicylic. But for mature skin, the alpha glycolic is going to be a home run every time. It's going to exfoliate some of the outer dead skin cells, as well as if you've missed any little spots of dirt or makeup, take that off too. Then Satin Seal Moisturizer, absolutely clear, see-through, almost like water. You know a moisturizer is good for your skin if you can see through it. If you can see through it, then it doesn't have all those chemicals and preservatives that can damage your skin. Last but not least, those 3 in the morning, and at night we're going to cleanse again with Rose Hip Seed Cleanser. We're going to finish off with Dr. Burkenstock's Voodoo DNA Cream has DNA repair in it, so it's going to repair your skin while you sleep. So, Core 4, Rose Hip Ski Cleanser, Alpha Glycolic Exfoliant, Satin Sear Clear Moisturizer, and last but not least, our Voodoo DNA Repair Cream. Your Core 4, great for anyone to use. It's a pretty simple regimen, and you're covering all of your main bases. Do we have other things that we could add on, like our eye rejuvenation? Yes. So we do have some specialty items, but these Core 4, we're going to tell you about that special price tonight. These Core 4 will get everyone through the basic good skincare program. These normally retail for $210 on our online store, skinbodyhealth.com. That is skinbodyhealth.com. And they're going to be $169 throughout Christmas. So throughout the holidays, to encourage everybody to let's get back into a good skincare program. We're off the beach. We need to treat our skin right and do what's good for the skin so we can erase the mistake of the sun. So tonight what we're going to talk about is, well, for the damage that's already there, what can we do? What can we do that's gentle? What can we do that's effective? And what can we do to turn back the sands of time? Well, we've got the broadband light laser, which I'll be demonstrating in a moment. That was developed by Dr. Patrick Bitter. I studied with Dr. Patrick Bitter, and he did a study at Stanford University in 2011, and the name of the study is called Forever Young. And what he proved during his studies was that collagen not only stopped decreasing when you do these broadband light treatments on a regular basis, but actually your collagen got rebuilt. So someone who started with broadband light maybe a decade ago, and you looked at their collagen underneath a biopsy, you would see that the collagen didn't decrease at all. This is what is amazing new science. This is a piece of equipment, a beautiful broadband light BBL laser that can rebuild collagen or keep it intact over the sands of time. We follow that with radio frequency needling. The radio frequency needling, scabs, blisters, or anything, but it does an absolutely down deep corrective treatment where you're rebuilding elastin, collagen, fibrin particles, so the skin is rebuilding over time. When you put these two powerhouse lasers together, and neither one of them have downtime, you've got yourself a winning home run to beautiful skincare. Years ago, we had to blast off the skin with a CO2 laser or very deep chemical peels to try to get something that could even barely compare. Now, with these two lasers, they're just my workhorses. We have other lasers. These two are my favorite. Between the two of them, you can get an absolute 10, 20 year return back on your skin, and there's no downtime. Do you need a series? Yes. So that's a great question, actually. It just popped up on the screen. You would want to do at least 3 of the combination of both of these. And when you do them 1 month apart, your friends, your family, and you will absolutely see the difference. So in a minute, we're going to do a demonstration. And besides Dr. Patrick Bitter, who did this study on Forever Young, and he's one of my favorite friends and colleagues. I actually studied with him in his Los Gatos, California Institute, and I feel very, very privileged because Dr. Patrick Bitter is world renowned. He teaches around the country, here in the U.S. and abroad, on the power of light, the power of laser, the power of proper skincare in turning back the hands of time. So study Forever Young at Stanford University. You can Google it. It's a wonderful study. Just behind him, and just coincidentally at the same university, Stanford in California, Dr. Anna Wong. She also did a study with the broadband light laser, and she did it on mice and rats and such, and she also proved that collagen is absolutely rebuilt, surface skin looks better, is brighter, reflects light, more youthful, is plumper, and just absolutely miracle laser. So never been anything like it, and it's such an improvement amongst the erbium or CO2 lasers, where we have to blast off skin and go for 2 or 3 week downtime and not even get superior results. As good a results, occasionally superior, but not reproducibly. So you'd have X amount of people that their skin really turned around in a certain fashion, and others where it always got better, but not significantly different than these two, broadband light and radio frequency needling laser. So again, it's not just a little micro needling wand, it's got a radio frequency laser coming through it, so you're getting a 1, 2, 3 power punch for your skin. So we'll give a little example right now of the radio frequency needling laser. So this tip has 25 needles in it. Sounds horribly painful, but it's not. They're micro needles. They're gold plated, and they go down into the skin. They go down into the skin, and they're going below the surface area. In other words, they're going down to below the epidermis, down to the dermis, where the repair zones are. So at this point, we would press the button, and the laser needles come forward, and it's a simple pattern. Is that very uncomfortable for you? So we're taking this pattern across the cheek. Then we would go up into the temples, around the forehead, until the other side. So now I'm completing the entire left side of the face. The patient is comfortable. We did numb him ahead of time with numbing gel. Lidocaine, tetracaine, betacaine, the triple T lidocaines. And very, very comfortable. And that little left side is complete. We would then come to the center, then the right side, and across over the forehead. It's just a beautiful way to redevelop and get that elastin, collagen, and fibrin rebuilt in the skin. Now we'll move on over to the broadband light. And again, I'm Dr. Burkenstock, Skin Body Health. If you've missed any of our prior videos over the last few years, please like and share and subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, Dr. Burkenstock, Skin Body Health. That's Dr. Burkenstock, Skin Body Health. Burkenstock is spelled with a U. In addition to that, we've got our website if you need any more information, skinbodyhealth.com. That is skinbodyhealth.com. So what I would recommend for most people is a series of 3, spaced 1 month apart. If there were any areas that were intense, such as acne scars or brown spots, melasma, broken veins, or even red spots like hemangiomas, then we would go on a second or third pass across the face on those areas at a more intense level. So every treatment is customized to that patient. Okay, so I'm tuning it up to the level that I want it now. We're going to put goggles on the client, make sure our eyes are protected with it. We put ultrasound gel. That's just to protect the outer skin because we're working on the skin underneath. So we want the laser light to go deeper than just the surface. We don't want to burn the surface, so the gel acts as a protectant to the very outer layer of the skin so that we can do the work we need to do below in the epidermis down to the dermis. So it's a bright, bright light, and it's very warm. You always check with the patient after you do one little test spot to make sure that it's not too uncomfortable. How's that?
Perfect.
Okay, good. So that was the bright light. So that's the majority of the right side. I'm not going to complete it this time just due to timeliness and so on and so forth, but you can get an idea. Very comfortable procedures, so the patient is fine. After we complete it, we wash the patient down, we put a little bit of sun protection, and we send them out to the door. They may be pink for an hour or so. Some patients, depending on the amount of fluid under the skin, may get a little bit swollen. No blistering, and that may last overnight. All in all, a procedure with no downtime. You could go right back to work or go out to an event tonight and no one would know. If you are a little pink, you can always apply a little bit of makeup over it. We do recommend, if we do both of the procedures, the microneedling will open up the pores of the skin. So then we're going to put some very good products like our Voodoo DNA Repair Cream. We put some Retin-A and such before we leave the clinic. And in the event that we're doing the microneedling with the needles that open up the pores and let all of these good nutrition that we're going to put topically on in, we would say if you're going to do that part, the secondary part of the procedure, don't put anything on your skin that night. Just go home and rest because we want all of those good vitamins, minerals, DNA repair agents to soak in. Something else we do with our microneedling laser is we open up the pores with the microneedling laser wand of this radio frequency needling laser. After we open up the pores with the needles, then we can put platelet-rich plasma, which is just the vampire facial. It absolutely takes whatever we do to the next step and beyond, because you're actually putting in almost like fertilizer. So it's like putting fertilizer into a garden. So in addition to just water in the sun, you fertilize the garden. So you're going to get an enhanced and synergistic growth of your collagen, elastin, cell turnaround, tightening of the pores, and just overall good skin health. Last but not least, we can also come in with some exosome stem cells. And once those pores are open with our microneedling, which in and of itself is lasering, microneedling, turning over and beautifying the skin, we're adding some of those stem cells that are going to soak in because the pores are wide open temporarily because of the microneedling, and the results are just phenomenal. So here you go, some very simple procedures you can do this fall to get ready for the fall festivities and get your skin to turn back the hands of time and look vibrant and just gorgeous. So you get to be your most gorgeous, beautiful self for the holidays. So we've got our Core 4 on sale from $210 to $169, and that will be throughout the end of the year. And our packages on our broadband light and radio frequency needling laser are $200 off. You can get those with a gift certificate for a loved one or for yourself for the holidays. So thank you as always for tuning in. We will be having our skin part 3 next week, and we'll be going over some diverse things that we can do for the skin at that point. So as always, thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, as you usually do, and we thank you for that, go ahead and you can text us at 985-727-7676, which is our main office number, but it does accept text. Again, that's 985-727-7676. You can also email us at that's info at skinbodyhealth.com. info at skinbodyhealth.com. We so look forward to seeing you, and remember to check out our YouTube channel, like and share, and we'll be happy to send you a complimentary pure mineral sunscreen, pure titanium, pure zinc. You know what's good for your skin. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. I'm Dr. Burkenstock. Take care.